Good to see you.
Come for a chat? Moon Maiden, hear me. Protect the woman we both love so very dearly.
Ally mine. We are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Leroican's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Poor Gale. I hope he knows that a goddess abandoning him needn't be the end. I know from experience.
Ugh, that pointy-headed old fart talks too much. But he has also moved mountains, walked between plains, and dragged himself back from death a dozen times. If he still believes in Gale, the boy should not be overly concerned what his ladylove thinks. Goddess or no.
We cannot allow Gale to go through with Elminster's ludicrous plan. Destroying the Absolute before we fully understand it would be madness.
Mystra wants to meet Gale. Impressive. The only thing a god's ever offered me is a cold shoulder. It's not just a legend. It's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight. And Worm's eye shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Unsur was Baldur's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. my beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stelmane, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal. By necessity, not design. But I'm glad you appreciate the richness of my experience. Yours has been no less exciting. But even with all your experience, it has not been easy. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flare. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you, your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own. Perhaps, at first, I did consider that you were just a problem to be solved. And not an easy one at that. But I persisted. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how much I would enjoy your company, your mind. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper. I'm sorry. You're right. Now's not the time. Forget I said anything. Let's move on to more important things. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. You should reconsider your attachment to your physical form. You have seen what an Elithid can do. Imagine, some of that could be in your grasp. Not enough to warp your appearance beyond recognition, but just enough to enhance your potential. And believe me, it will radically increase our chances of success against the Elder Brain. Think on it.
I've had my eye on you. Hot as brimstone, jagged as lightning, and seething like the river Styx. But there's something missing, isn't there? You're hungry for pleasures beyond this plane. Something more satisfying than mortal flesh, blood, and bone. I'm talking of the mundanity of a life ignorant to the thrills of the 9 hells. Yes, you're curious. Your eyes are lit like raging stars. You want what only I can give you. The ecstasy of agony, the pain of the damned, distilled into pure bliss. Beyond every climax you've known, the little death writ large. Smile, and I'll come to you when you put your head down to rest. I will sate your most forbidden lusts. Or don't, and know the eternal ache of the unknown and the unanswered. The same thrills I offer you. Some experiences are better when shared. Then we'll keep it our little secret, hand to beating heart. Tonight, then. Be ready.
How can I help? I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. Though the orb still seems to offer our best hope of destroying the brain, I retain some hope that another, less costly solution can be found. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing. Of course.
So, Mistress requested a chat with Gale. Unusually polite for a god. I do hope it goes well. We've pissed off enough gods already.
The mother of all magic, they say. Let us hope Mystra brings Gale good fortunes.
You wish to consult me? Good. I do not like to stand idle.
How good to see you. Come for a chat?
How can I help?
song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's Gate, empire golden, built on trade, with not a word
You are enveloped in myriad sensations all at once. Flaming desire and icy despair, the strength of iron, and the haze of thick swamp mist.
The 9 hells of Beator. The ultimate torment, some souls would say. Those souls lack imagination. I'm going to show you the true wages of your sin.
Pure lust courses through your veins and plucks at your flesh. You don't know what you want, only that you want it.
You feel it, don't you? Primal hunger, irrepressible decadence. Forget the heavens. This is paradise. Let me show you. What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
An inferno engulfs you. Your lust blazes hot.
Do you feel it? Avernus. Where hell's legions march, screaming their rage. Where the Styx collects the blood of the fallen. Reach out. Have a taste.
The flavor is exquisite as spiced wine, terrible as rotting offal. It does not quench your lust. It only stokes it.
Don't worry, pet. I won't leave till you're fully satisfied. Dis, the blackened Elysium. Menauros, the rotting bog. The molten seas and soil of Thlegathos. Stygia, the frozen ocean. Choose a hell. Have your fill.
Suffering. It rises from the foul ichor of the vast plains of Dis. The pain of the damned is your pleasure. Your soul cries for more, more, more.
To think how you starved yourself up to this moment. To think how you chose the sweet over the bitter. One last choice. And starve no longer. Malbolgia, the desolation. The forgotten ruins of Maladomini. Cania and its mountains of ice. Or Nessus, the seat of infernal power.
You are flush with untold power. You could rip apart mountains and bring gods to their knees. This is the ultimate you, the commander of the plains, the director of fate.
Take me and know the essence of the hells.
black and red, agony and flame, Avernus and Dis united. They feed you, they sustain you. Mizora's lips meet yours and Nessa's rises. You are locked in torrid struggle, each fighting to conquer the other. Yet in a wink, you are reformed, a devil in spirit, if not body. For one depraved night, you feast on the sins of the body, the mind, and the soul.
The pleasure of torment. The torment of pleasure. You're forever marked. Can't you feel it? Where my lips scorched your skin. How your soul burns with flame.
Your pores flood with heat and frigid water. Your parched tongue searches for the right response.
One taste, one indulgence, but the delicious agony remains. A pity for you, the one taste is all I'll give.
The devil might just be the last.
Now, Minthara. Can I help it if I'm too tempting to refuse? I think I'll nip out for a bit, let you two lovebirds chirp. Who would I be to meddle in personal affairs?
Explain yourself. Or is your tongue too scorched from exploring that hellhole to form words? Would it be a mistake if my dagger were to find your heart? I think not. Leave. I have killed greater lovers for smaller betrayals than this. There would be no more you if I were not containing my anger. I would enjoy punishing your body almost as much as I have enjoyed loving it. But I need you intact for the fights to come.
Clean yourself off. Brimstone is an ill perfume.
You are bold to seek me out after sharing your affections with another. I couldn't help overhearing what Elminster said to Gale. Not every day a god asks for a chat.
Hey, maybe I'm invited too. I can be the muscle.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
You wish to consult me?
Well, hello.
You need my expertise.
Soldier.
Come for a chat?
Mistra has a shrine within the city, located in the Storm Shore Tabernacle, if my memory serves me.
Do whatever you need to. But I shan't be paying my respects to any of the gods on show.
You never felt the call of the divine, Astari?
Oh, I tried them all. None of them answered.
We stand with you and for you. Our lives are yours, and our enemies are forfeit.
These writers sure do have a lot to say. The amount of trees they must have cut down to print all these papers. And people complain about the steel watch taking up resources. Huh.
I keep telling you, animals, if you want to buy a gazette, talk to the loud little shit screaming headlines. I deliver the papers. I do not sell them.
Oi, I got my eye on you. You got the look of a troublemaker.
I just packed the papers. If you've got a complaint, editor's inside.
We will be protected. I know that those...
Watch yourself in there. Sarky bastards, these writer types.
Baldur's mouth.
No time to chat, mate, sorry. Since Gortash donated this printing machine, we've had ridiculous volume to shift.
Lord Gortash's still watch. Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No. No, a bit too familiar. Mr. Needle. Why, yes. I'd love to do an interview. Oh, sorry. Thought you were one of the mouse journalists.
One 156, 157, 15... Oh, I'm sorry, can't chat. 15... Shit! Where was I up to? Oh, thank Corellin. You're a lifesaver. 158, 159... 160. Okay, let's mark that. Great. 161, 162.
Hey, cut it out, will you? I've got deliveries to manage.
Afraid I'll have to ask you to stop there. Only Etfard's allowed to use the basement elevator.
You ever heard of this many guards for a bloody broadsheet? It's ridiculous.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story. Oh, we have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Trafficking refugees into our city is hardly a good look. Especially when so many are absolutists and murderers. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. Pray tell, how exactly will you disseminate that information? What's the name of your highly popular broadsheet? No? Exactly. The headlines are loaded into the printworks already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It'd certainly help with the dishes.
Children of the gate, into the light.
Keep a blade close.
That's just a gimmick. The Steel Watch don't need to talk. They're guards.
Sure, Gortash didn't need to make them speak. But that's precisely why he's a genius. Not only that, they're polite. Have you any idea how hard it is to make an automaton have manners?
As long as they do their jobs, they can sing sea shanties for all I care.
Why, yes, Edvard.
Lord Enver
Well,
Gortash,
Edvard,
the
I do
people's
support
man, the gate's protector.
You know what? I'm glad they posted me out here. Those writers were starting to piss me off. All the incessant, inane chatter.
Start by standing on a ladder, so they can actually see you.
These tax hikes are enough to make my eyes...
Afternoon.
Once the watchers see off the cultists, we'll recoup what we've lost and then some. Gortash's interview didn't teach you how the Watchers talk.
That's just a beginning. The Steel Watch don't need to talk. They're guards.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's Steel Watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard.
Precisely why he's
No.
a genius.
No, a bit
Not
too
only
forward.
that. Why, I'd spot the wearied gaze of a fellow Baldurian anywhere. Cheer up, friend. Our city's entering a most wondrous age. One of steel, of smoke, of efficiency. And we've Lord Enver Gortash to thank. Did you see Gortash's latest interview?
No talking your way out of this. You'll have to defend your actions the old-fashioned.
Once Gortash clears off the cultists, we'll still have to clean the rabble off the streets.
He'll manage. There's nothing that man can't see.
In my opinion, we should have a Steel Watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It'd certainly help with the dishes. Okay, after the joke, you'll laugh. Leave him some time and then...
What a charmer.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
So they can actually see. You should start your own opinion poll. I can do that. I have loads of opinions. I was joking. You really are that interesting.
For a moment there, I thought you actually banged me.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign. For several reasons.
Start by standing on a ladder.
Quite
Perhaps you shouldn't go around vandalizing things.
There's nothing that man can't do.
Anything to review that awful fashion disaster you're wearing.
I dress well. We do know.
Besides, I don't think
Directly.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It's exactly what the dish is. Okay, after the joke, he'll laugh. Leave him some time, and then...
Never a dull moment. Don't want to draw any attention. I don't need any attention right now.
Just another crate.
approach the printer, noting its ink splots and intricate cogs. Before you can get closer, however, it begins to speak.
Oi! Gormless! Over here! Thought I recognized you. Dolly, Dolly, Dolly was right. You aren't much of a looker. We both love cheeky words. She does all the shouting, I do the writing. This is my paintbrush. I make sure everything that's in those big, ugly article blocks becomes fine printed artistry. I'm a master pensman, I am. Dolly can't stop talking about you. Hero this, hero that, hero here, hero there. Hello, hero. You know, there's some absolute filth about you in tomorrow's edition. Seeing as you were kind enough to free Dolly, how's about I do you a favor? Why don't we change the headline? We can load up something a bit less damaging for your reputation. Well, first, I've got to release the old nasty top story. Oop, there. Now, you've got to find a new article to replace it. Listen, mate, I'm already doing you a favor. I'm sure you can figure it out yourself. As the old saying goes, ours is not to wonder why. Ours is but to print or die. Or something like that. Oh, you've returned. Ready to sow some discord? How delightful.
the editor will be in for a surprise tomorrow.
Paper's printing right now, pal. Should be on the streets tomorrow. Paper's printing right.
Bloody right.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
good.
You've set foot in a restricted area. A swift exit, mate.
Has been sitting right there.
Gortash is a visionary, sure enough. But his vision has cost a pretty penny.
We have still watchers prominent.
Probably best if I keep a low profile. They used to know me all too well in the elf song.
I wonder if our paths ever crossed in the before times. Were you always so sneaky?
I haven't survived for 2 centuries by being reckless, and I hope to survive at least 2 more.
Yeah, don't rub it in.
So, Gale, you laid with a goddess. Have some sordid tales to tell.
Sordid? I lay with the mother of magic herself. What we had was transcendent, euphoric, incandescent. Not sordid.
You actually made sleeping with a goddess sound boring. Incredible.
Candle Hallow's tombstones, remembering the deceased with sympathy and skill. Candle Hallow's tombstones.
You don't want none of this. Trust me.
It's not what it looks like. I promise. I could pay half now and half tomorrow. 2/3 even.
Do I look like I was born in a bathtub? If you can't afford it, stop wasting my time. You want to gossip? Go to the elf song. I ain't here to chat.
Trust no one.
No name has been engraved, but the message beneath is clear. Should have left those orphans on the street where they belonged. This tombstone still bears the dust from its recent engraving. Vari Vanthampur, unwanted in life, welcomed in death. May Winfield, mother of 12, wife of 1, beloved by all. This tombstone appears to be freshly carved. Friedrich Hune, his last connection with this realm severed. Your name here. Plan ahead so distant relatives don't do it for you. Frank Peartree, Our Lady's traitor. His life now given, gladly taken. Sample tombstone, premium edition, with optional engraving of iconography. A fine selection of tongs. The one indispensable tool of the artisan's workshop, it seems. Tongs. So many tongs.
Oh, for a skeleton key. The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are weighted, all are embraced. None shall escape." The phrase sounds familiar, but you can't.
Looking ahead.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are weighted, all are embraced. None shall escape." The phrase
Your desire.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are weighted, all are embraced." The phrase sounds familiar. The locked door has red.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are weighted, all are embraced. None shall escape." The reddish symbol is vile and repellent, but you're not sure where you've seen it before. The door with the red script remains locked. The locked door has red.
Hey, good looking.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape." The phrase sounds familiar.
Careful, I
The
bite.
locked door has red.
Wanna dance?
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape." The phrase sounds familiar, but you can't.
Attention!
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced." It reminds you of the symbol people say has been seen at recent ritual murder sites. You should investigate those serial killings.
All right. What now?
The city is chock-a-block with bodies, thanks to these murders. I can barely keep up with all the orders.
This tombstone is yet to be engraved.
I just want to let my little girl in peace.
That
I understand. I will do what I can.
This headstone has been vandalized, altered to read, "Rotting Place of Gothric Rillin."
My mum's down there. I put a candle in the box with her. She never liked the dark.
What is that noise? Have people no respect for the dead? Death's blessings upon you.
I am Mortark's sire, devotee of Kelemvor. I pray you find comfort among the dead, as I do. To rid ourselves of the coils of flesh is a beautiful thing.
You're not allowed to play here. It's not respectful.
We must play here. This is where they like to hide.
But it's not allowed. Why are you being stupid?
Is this part of the game?
You're going to be in so much trouble.
Come out, sister. I will find you.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Sister always hides from me. She likes to play. Sister is older than me. She always likes to play. She hides in the ground, but I will find her. No, she is just good at keeping still. She is the best at this game. I never win, except when she lets me.
Best keep your hands to your...
I thought I was done for. Lady Luck, bless you. Sightseeing. What do you think? I filched around Baldy and got myself buried for the trouble. Stone Lord, he calls himself. More like stone shite. The gang boss has been all up in Nine Fingers territory. He's brutal. Steer clear. Look, I ain't got much in the way of thanks, but the stiff below has some fancy doodads. You're welcome to them.
To me. I told him it's naughty to play in graveyards.
Hey, my folks are buried here. I'd love to pay them a visit.
Here lie Pluck and Karlach Cliffgate, my parents. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Sorry I haven't visited. I've been, away. But I'm back now, and I brought friends. I miss you so much. But I'm happy and getting up to some really important shit. Maybe you can see for yourselves. I don't know. You're with me here. Anyway. Taters. Meant I love you in the Cliffgate household. I can't even remember how it started anymore. Lost family law. There was a lot of silly nonsense in our house. My mates used to say we had our own personal language. I guess I'm the last remaining speaker. Mum used to say there was no such thing as death, that there was only change. Dad thought that was a load of woo, that gone meant gone unless you'd struck a deal with one of the gods. Said he had better things to do in life than beg favors off immortals. I'm not sure what I believe. Something to look forward to. Bit morbid, but true all the same.
Here lies Pluck Cliffgate, beloved husband and father.
Your daughter's casket lights will be set. Her body made one with the soil.
Of course, Mortark.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Here lies Lord Gregorian Gorion, first High Constable of Baldur's Gate, the city's protector.
La, da, da, da. Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
That's curious.
How delicious. Perhaps. How considerate.
Can't give up now. Fleck of the wrist.
What's on your mind?
Brave and loyal Rocky, who saved his master from an ambush.
Well, well.
Brave and loyal Rocky, who saved his master from an ambush.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Keep your distance, darling.
Salutations.
Fearless Goddess, who would chase any prey and helped bring in our greatest trophies.
What to do?
What a day.
Don't be shy.
Lionheart Xena, fierce watchdog. At night, no one dared to pass her post. Chief Houndmaster Paul, who trained our pack to perfection.
This one's not yet grown. Oh, poor thing. Come on, Karlak. Show him who you are.
A better position.
The witching hour. Nothing will stand in my way.
turn someone inside out. They won't know what bit them.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Hop, hop. The hammer's gonna fall.
I'm ready. The subtle approach.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Let's get up!
Worth a look.
With haste.
I'm heating up.
Can you feel death's cold grip? On the hunt.
Here lies the Houndmaster of the Durinbolds, surrounded by his loyal pack, good boys and girls all.
We've got lots. Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
Lovely little pick-me-up.
I'm gonna save you, Garrett. I promise.
Would Sarah like some flowers? They do a wonder at brightening up a grave. I bring fresh ones to my husband's every few days. I'm not. My husband was an arse. But he gave me 3 beautiful kids. So the old goat gets flowers. I get them up by Bloombridge. A druid lives that way, so you know they're extra fresh. They're not for the dead. They're for the living. Same with funerals, coffins, all of it. I put flowers on my husband's grave for me, to remember the good from the bad. We get on better now than when he was still alive. Of course. Come back anytime. Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet, freshly picked.